Alright, today I'm going to review my Walther P22 pistol. Before I get started, I just want to say that I am not a legal professional or a professional firearms instructor. If you need legal counsel or professional training, see the appropriate professional. Alright, so the Walther P22 is a polymer frame, hammer-fired, single-action, double-action pistol. It's an auto-loading pistol that features ambidextrous safety and decocking lever. It also features a fixed front sight and an adjustable rear sight for windage only. So to take this pistol down, you lock the slide to the rear. You pull down on these two takedown notches, one on each side, and then the pistol is ready to come apart. You just pull back on the slide, lift up, and it slides out. So the reason I took it apart today is just to show that the barrel is actually fixed and not floating, which ideally will help with accuracy. Alright, let's put it back together. To put it back together, just exactly the opposite of that. Pop it up, ready to go. Alright, so let's talk about the safety on this gun. First of all, it has a magazine disconnect, which means that if you take the magazine out, then the trigger is disengaged and will not work. So with the magazine in and the safety engaged, you can pull the trigger, and if there's a round in the chamber, nothing will happen because there is a bar that blocks it and stops the hammer from hitting the firing pin. Then you take it off safe, and it's ready to go. Now, if it's off safe, and you cycle the action, the hammer becomes locked back, and now it's in single action mode. So if you ever want to just drop the hammer down, you just pull down on the safety, popping it into safe, and it automatically drops the hammer. Then you have to pop it back up to fire. Now, one issue that I did have with this gun is that if the gun is on safe and the chamber is loaded, put it on safe, you can pull the trigger, no problem. However, if the gun is just ever so slightly off of safe, appears to be in safe, I don't know if you can tell there, when you pull the trigger the first time, the gun will not fire, but it will pop the safety out of place, and so the next time you shoot, it would actually fire the round in the chamber. This actually caused me to have a negligent discharge up here one day because I had the chamber loaded, I had the magazine loaded, and I was just doing some dry fire before I shot my target. Now, luckily, my gun, I was pointed downrange, and my gun was in a safe direction, so when the gun went off, it surprised me, but it wasn't really a risk to anybody because I was practicing generally safe gun handling techniques. For this presentation, I'm going to be using this 22 LR CCI mini mag, and also I'm going to fire some of these CCI Stingers, also 22 LR, which are a little bit hotter. On here it says that they run 1640 feet per second, and on the CCI mini mags it says 1235, so that's quite a bit more. Now, I'm sure I'm not going to hit those kind of velocities out of this little pistol, but it is a more powerful round, so we'll see how that does. Alright, let's get started. Alright, we're going to start here about 5 yards out. Go ahead and load the pistol, chamber it, and we're going to take some shots from double action mode. So as you can see, the hammer's cocked. I'm going to go ahead and pull that safety lever down into safe to decock it, and then pop it back up to fire, and let's see how we do. I'm going to shoot the target on the upper left-hand side. Back to double action. Alright, and the slide locked back. Alright, accuracy route-wise, I didn't really do that good. When I reload the magazine and shoot from single action, I'm guessing I'll do a lot better because my trigger control, I felt it slip a few times. That's where these two flyers came from. But all in all, not a horrible group. Alright, now we're going to shoot the target on the upper right hand side from single action mode. Here we go. Alright, and we lock back again. Group's a little bit better that time. Now, I'm not a super excellent marksman or anything like that, but typically I can hold a pretty good group. With this pistol, my groups are okay, but not as tight as with some other guns that I have. Alright, now let's do some rapid fire just to see how the gun functions. Load it up here. We're going to shoot the left-hand middle target. Alright, that was an atrocious group, but the gun did function all the way through, and that's really my fault that all those shots are off. So I'm going to shoot a little from here at 15 yards and see how we do. Shoot the middle target on the right. This first shot's in double action. And it locked open again. Let's check it out. Alright, a couple flyers, but not a horrible group all around. Let's try a couple with the 22 Stingers. Alright, here we go. So some people don't recommend that you use any kind of extra hot or hyper ammo in a gun that's not rated for it. I'm not really sure if this gun is rated for this ammo, but I'm going to try it anyway. First shot, we had a malfunction. Let's see what it is. Huh. Not sure what happened here. Let's go ahead and get it cleared out. So the extractor isn't holding on to that round there, so it didn't pull it out. So we'll drop the magazine, see if we can get it to go. That doesn't want to grab onto it. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot it again and see what happens. Oh, well, it shot at that time. Here we go. And we shot a pretty good little group with that. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened with that malfunction. For some reason, the first hammer strike didn't cause the round to go off, and then the extractor let go of the rim. This is a problem that you can have with shooting rimfire cartridges out of autoloaders sometimes. So we're going to try it again and see what happens. Alright. Shoot the target on the right, bottom. And there you have it. It seems like the Stingers are actually holding a slightly better group. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm shooting a little better or because they're more accurate. It's hard to really say. But let's put another target up and shoot some distance shots. Alright, so we're loading up the CCI mini mags. shooting from about 30 yards. Alright, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're not all bullseyes, but they're definitely all in the kill zone, so that's not bad. Alright, so now we're going to try that again, but we're going to shoot for the head. And we're going to use the CCI Stingers. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then one down here. Alright, now to show the issue I had with the trigger before, I'm going to go ahead and load this new magazine up. And put it on safe, lock it. And in this case what happened is, it was just ever so slightly off of safe. So this gun is chambered. It's pointed in a safe direction, so let's see what it does. First shot didn't fire, and I go for the second shot, and that's what happened. So if you do have this pistol, just when you put it on safe, make sure that you get it all the way on safe, because it will pop out of almost safe. Alright, so final thoughts on the Walther P22 pistol. I like it. I think it's a pretty good gun. I think it functions pretty well, and it's well made, and I'm never going to sell mine. It's great for new shooters, and it's good for inexpensive shooting. Now, do I think it's a good carry option? No, I don't. There's the problem with the safety, and there's just the inherent unreliability of the 22 LR cartridge, and auto-loading pistols that are chambered in it just have they have problems. It has a lot to do with the fact that the cartridge is low pressure and such a light spring that the recoil spring is really light, and it can cause feeding issues. There's just a lot of reasons why I don't think it makes a very good carry option. Now, I have stuck it in my pants before just because it was the only thing I had handy. I need to run out really fast, and so I did that. But it's never going to be an EDC option for me. Now, first of all, I don't think 22 LR makes a good defensive round. There's people that, there's always going to be people that say that it's all about shot placement and 22 LR will kill somebody. Now, that's true, but, a 9mm, a 40 Smith & Wesson, or a 45 ACP will stop threats a lot more reliably than this will. So that's always going to be this type of cartridge that I go for in my everyday carry options. So anyway, that's all I got on the Walther P22. I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks.